So I'm in Las Vegas this weekend. This weekend is actually a very eventful weekend. My main purpose for coming here was because of the NHRA. So it's at the Strip and it's 4 lanes wide. The last time I was at a NHRA event was back in like 2019. It was in Phoenix. That was my first time ever, and ever since then, I loved it. I got addicted and I wanted to come to the Las Vegas one, but of course 2020 with everything that happened, it got canceled, so I'm here. I made the mistake of removing my glasses and my earplugs after the top fuel dragsters come out, and I'm literally crying. My nose is watering, but so worth it, of course. This is the aftermath after being in the staging lines. I have rubber on my face, but here I'm actually watching them stage. So this is really cool. So there's tons of them. I removed my sunglasses, I removed my earplugs after the top fuel dragsters went. I thought it's not gonna be as loud, it's not gonna do anything, but big mistake. My nose is watering, my eyes are watering, my ears. I was like, okay, I'm just not gonna remove them, but I needed to take a little break after that because I could barely open my eyes. I'm in the pit area now, but I've had so much fun tracking my cars. I mean, I always have a fun time tracking. That's something I really enjoy. But after being here, it's like every single time I come to the NHRA, I remember feeling the same way in 2019 in Phoenix. It reminds me, and I'm like, I want to come and drag my red eye. It's just, it'll be ready soon, but I miss it. I really, obviously that's something that I'm still new at. I haven't tracked my red eye, just the GTR, so music, but it just makes me want to do that, which it has to be ready sometime this year. Then I can take it to the drag strip, take it to the half mile, and have fun. So this is always cool. This is my favorite part about being here in the pit area. I mean, other than when they started up and you get all that nitro mess, they're rebuilding the engine now because they have one last qualifying, I think, in like 30 minutes. So obviously it takes a team because they need to be really fast. But this, again, on top of seeing them start it up, it's really, really cool. Just seeing them rebuild the engine and everything it takes. Obviously it takes a team for this.
3, 2, 3.
I think I'm done for the day. I'm literally crying because, of course, whenever you come to NHRA, you can't not come here and not be there, not witness when they turn on that engine. So this time it was a dragster. I was a lot closer. I was wearing my mask, I was wearing some earplugs, but it was pretty much just like the first time. It was a lot. Can't even open my eyes right now. Is finals here at NHRA. So today is the last day. I've been waiting patiently here. This is by the staging area. You guys might recognize from yesterday because the top fuel dragsters are staging, so they're a little bit more towards all the way over there, just so I can see them and get some footage for you guys. And I mean, it's also pretty cool just to see them all together.
especially in the top fuel eliminator.
We're at the staging area, so this right now has all of the top fuel dragsters that are ready to go. I have to admit, this is pretty cool just walking around here, being right next to them, because usually I've only been around them when they're in the pit area, and of course they're like inside with everybody working on the engine. But just being here, I mean, especially this Dodge one, obviously, other than being at the staging lines, this has to be like one of the coolest things ever. Another cool thing, I'm like fangirling right here. Leah Pruitt is right there. She's getting ready to go to the finals. I don't want to interrupt her. She's changing into her race suit, but I was like, is that her? So this is pretty much what happens behind the scenes, what you guys don't see when you're in the bleachers. They get pulled here by either a car or a truck to the stage, and they don't turn it on yet, but there's tons of them, so the top fuel dragsters are going up first. But now let me go a little bit more towards the main staging area before the 4 lanes, so we can see them actually when they turn on. This view, I see all 4 lanes, so it's really cool actually seeing them all 4 going at once, which is kind of like the whole point. But again, fangirling here, so there's Leah Pruitt inside the Dodge top fuel dragster. To show you, yesterday behind that top fuel dragster, there's a wall there, which is the end of the wall outside of the first lane, and that's where I was. It's really packed with people. It was nice to be there and experience it all. Here you can feel the vibration a lot more than where I am right now, and I got rubber in my face. It was really hard to get it off, and I mean, you can experience the nitromethane a lot more, even though I can still experience it here. But again, it was nice to be there, but I can only focus at 1 lane at a time, and I couldn't even see the speed. Have a little bit of a chance to show you guys this top fuel dragster here. I was just looking at this, and it is insane how small that is, how the driver just has to fit there. I imagine they get really hot, even though it hasn't been bad at all. It's been pretty windy, but I mean, that is a very small for them to be there. But again, they're very tight and compressed just because of the size of this, and also for safety reasons. But here we have the engine. Now, one thing that I noticed with these is that the headers are a little bit shorter than, well, they're a lot shorter than the funny cars, because the funny cars, I noticed that the headers extend, they're a lot longer and they extend to the floor, but of course that's because they need to raise the shelf for that. But look at this supercharger. This pulley has no belt, but I mean, just looking at this, I'm like in awe of how fast they can take this all apart. Obviously it's a team, and then just put it back. I'm not sure in how much time, but I mean, just me with my experience with myself, you guys know it's taken me months. But of course, this is what they do all the time. They have to be that fast. These tires, like, what is the size of this? They're extremely wide. Like, just looking at them, you're like, wow. But seeing them in person, I mean, just everything, all of the details about this, it's crazy. I saw this last time in 2019, but again, it's like, it just keeps surprising you just seeing this in person, because this is not something that I see every day, but it is super cool. I'm done for the day. I had a great time. I enjoyed it so much. Funny story about this is that when I went my first time to NHRA back in Arizona, Phoenix in 2019, that was my first time ever going. NHRA saw my YouTube video, then they invited me the next year, which was 2020, to the same here, Las Vegas with the 4 wide. Unfortunately then COVID happened, the whole pandemic, it got canceled, and then here I am the following year, 2021, here in the Las Vegas 4-lane wide. This was something that I really wanted to see because again, my first time was in Phoenix, was just the 2 lanes. This one was just an unforgettable experience. I want to thank NHRA for this just wonderful opportunity here. All of the access was just being behind the staging lines, all the different perspectives. It was really, really cool. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.